On May 28th, 2014, I was in a Black Hawk helicopter that crashed on mission and then got in a firefight. My name's Alexander Davis. I'm 25 years old, live in Nelson County, Virginia. Served in the military, in the Army specifically, for just over 4 years. Broke my back in 2 places. Completely destroyed my right arm in multiple locations, and I had nerve damage, radial nerve palsy. Had a compound fracture of my right tibia with exposed bone, and then concussions and things like that. So definitely did a number on me. You don't really walk away from helicopter crashes like that. It really kind of jacked up most of us pretty bad. Eventually ending up in San Antonio, Texas at Brooke Army Medical Center. Once I got there, I spent about 2 months in a hospital bed without ever getting out of it. From there, I got to get graduated to a wheelchair, and then was in that wheelchair for about 6 months. Stayed in San Antonio for about 2 years. That whole time was just for recovery, going through therapy, both physically and mentally. I had almost no use of my right arm for about 7 months, and there was a real big chance that it was going to be amputated at the shoulder because of the extremes of the nerve damage and stuff. Thankfully, a lot of it came back, and it was enough to show improvement to where they took amputation off the table. So after I had been down in San Antonio for, I would say it was about a year at this point, it was come up for my medical board, and that's where you be determined for a medical retirement or if you're fit to go back to duty. I was not found fit for duty. I was given the rating of 90% disabled, and it takes into account a lot of things. For the military, if you need at least a 30% disability rating to be medically retired. When I was still in the Army and being treated by Army and military personnel, I got, I think, the best care in the world. Didn't really have much experience with the VA until once I moved back here and I was finally medically retired. With me living in Nelly's Ford, I have to travel all the way to Richmond, whether it be blood drawing or just a checkup or anything like that. So it's pretty inconvenient. On occasion, there have been appointments, especially for reevaluation and things like that, that I'll have to travel to Washington, D.C. for. That's happened about twice in the last year. The last one I went to, when I got up there, my appointment lasted all of about 15 minutes. And it was just questions, yes or no questions. Honestly, something that could have been done over the phone. I'm able to get some local treatment, but it's a very long process to go through. In the VA, right now, the waiting times for someone to get seen for something when they have a request can be 7 to 8 months from the time that they've put in that they need to be seen about something to when they have an appointment. I've struggled with the pain, and I go to the VA and tell them I want to do something to help with the pain. And in the past, they would just send me Oxy in the mail. So you're talking about the strongest, most addictive opiate that's readily available right now, and they hand it out like it's candy at the VA. As horrible as war is, there's always, it's human nature. There's always going to be a need for the war fighters of this country to be taken care of when they come back, whether they come back whole or not. There needs to be, something here set up to take care of the war fighters, and in a way that they can have confidence in.